Welcome to April and another episode of Naperville Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Josiah Schuneman. I hope you all have enjoyed your spring break. Baseball and softball were the two sports who did not take the week off, so we have some great action to show you on the diamond. Starting with Waubonsie Valley Baseball hosting St. Charles East.
The high school baseball season is here as Waubonsie Valley comes in with a 2-1-1 record after a recent loss to Oswego East and a tie with York. St. Charles East swings by for a visit as the Saints begin their 2023 season. A ball club that won over 25 games a season ago swings right away as Seth Winkler lands this ball just into the outfield, and coming home to score is Jake Satella to give the Saints a 1-0 lead. Then James Brennan also cracks the bat with his hit just getting down and getting away. Winkler comes flying around the diamond and slides his way home to make it 2-0. Warriors trail 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning, so Ben Ford gets things started with a nice single into right field. 2 men on, and here's Mason Riggenbach with the grounder that finds its way through, and Blake Pietrek crosses home plate to take the goose egg off the board. Now the Warriors get aggressive in the field. Tanner Atkins throws the ball down to second base, resulting in Owen Roberts nabbing Sam Frostro. However, the Saints keep on marching, and Brennan makes the out at first to stop the swing. Top of the fifth, and more is on display from the visiting bats. Clay Jensen hits this ball into left field that has Nick Miller crossing home plate to extend the lead. The first game jitters didn't seem to bother, as this Satella sac fly brings in more runners, and these big hits help St. Charles East pick up win number 1.
First game of the year, everybody's got those jitters like all built up, a few games getting canceled already. So first, just put a barrel on the ball, like low line drives towards second base. And that was really our goal this game.
Our offense is pretty strong, so we're looking forward to keep putting balls in play, hitting them hard, and letting our offense work. And if our pitchers keep throwing strikes, looking pretty good for us.
Great way to start the year, getting those bats going. And I knew that was a big thing for us this year, using a few pitchers last year. But bats started off great this year. We had one strikeout today for our first game.
Coming up, we'll bring you softball here on NSW.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
What's the matter, boy? What are you trying to tell me? Is something wrong?
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something.
Naperville Animal Crime Stoppers.
Yes, I'd like to report a case of animal cruelty and neglect.
Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves.
We stay at the plate, but this time it's softball with Metea Valley playing at home against Plainfield North. Hope you're a fan of offense for this one.
The girls' softball season has arrived as the Metea Valley Mustangs host the Tigers of Plainfield North in an early season competition. In an action-packed and exhilarating game, we start off with Plainfield North's Alex Sikora, who blasts a home run on a line drive to center field, sending Kira Sunkin racing home to score, putting them up 2-0 early. Plainfield North would score 3 more runs off a single, error, and ground out. However, Metea Valley's Claire DeRossier skillfully singles on a ground ball, enabling both Riley O'Neill and Genevieve Gonzalez to cross the plate, putting the Mustangs on the board, making it 5-2. In the bottom of the second, Matia Valley's Elena Gonzalez flies out, but Riley O'Neal cleverly tags up and scores, while Genevieve Gonzalez and DeRossier strategically remain at their bases. The ball game is now all tied up at 5-5. For the Tigers, Grace Smith delivers a scorching double on a line drive to center field, propelling Jessica Knight and Brooke Furman to score while regaining their lead 8-5. Plainfield North continues to get on base. Jessica Knight then connects with a ground ball single to left field, allowing both Natalia Lesnicki and Addison Conrad to score, while Brooke Zetchik smartly advances to second base. Tigers lead 12-5 at the top of the third inning. Elena Gonzalez steps up to the plate again for the Mustangs, singling on a line drive to center field and reeling in Riley O'Neal and Grace Feely to score on the throw. The Mustangs now only trailed 12-9 at the bottom of the third. Yet the Tigers answer right back as Lesnicki unleashes a powerful double on a hard ground ball to right field, advancing to third base as Sunken, Sikora, and Gianna Winge score on the throw. Plainfield North again extends their lead to 15-9 at the top of the fourth inning. For the Mustangs, Reese Valha showcases her swing by crushing the ball, hitting the solo homer into left field. The Mustangs are sticking around as it's now 15-10. Genevieve Gonzalez here doubles on a fly ball to center field, which results in Sydney Aiken, Shelly Hess, and Charlie Benesh all scoring and tying the game up at 15 apiece at the bottom of the fifth inning. The Tigers from then on light up the scoreboard as Winge executes a masterful triple on a fly ball to right field, enabling Sunken and Sikora to score as well. The Tigers go on to score 10 more runs unanswered and emerge victorious, defeating Matia Valley in a barn burner with a final score of 27-15.
I think it was a good game overall. I mean, we went back and forth a lot of times. I think we just lost in the last inning, but, we were head and head the whole time. And, with the home run, obviously, it felt good. It helped the team a lot, I think, with momentum and, just kind of timing up the new pitchers and seeing where the ball goes.
I was really excited because it was our first home run as, a team. And then I'm just glad that we kept it going. We didn't stop, and when they kept coming back, we kept going and we kept hitting. We stayed up and we never got down, and I think that was the best part of the game. Is we kept up, and then that's how we come out with winning.
On this play of the week, we got Waubonsie Valley baseball showing great defense. On a pitch out, catcher Tanner Atkins throws it towards second base, and Owen Roberts dives for it to make the grab and nab Sam Frosto. What a sequence from the Warriors with a good throw by Atkins and an even better tag from Roberts.
Local news is your lifeline. Let the Daily Herald help you navigate your world with solid reporting, good advice, and a much-needed diversion or two.
He took his victims at night, and they were never heard from again.
We were there when true crime podcasts spiked your anxiety.
Maybe try binging something less intense next time.
We were there for that. And we're here for everything else. Here it's personal, because we get to know you.
When a tornado came through South Naperville last summer, one of the areas hit the hardest was the Neuqua Valley softball field. Patrick Cotto takes us through the Wildcats' return after a lengthy rebuilding process in this feature story, sponsored by Edward Elmhurst Health.
With the softball season around the corner, the Neuqua Valley Wildcats have had to face many curveballs this offseason. Not only did the Cats lose a strong senior class that led the way to the program's second sectional final appearance, but they also spent a large chunk of time unsure if they would even be able to play on their own varsity field this spring.
One of my best friends, her house actually was like directly hit by the tornado. So we were driving by her house and then we were like, oh, I wonder where it started. So we drove by Nequa and I looked and I was like, oh, that's our fields. And it was just down. So that was crazy for me.
On July 23rd, 2022, an EF0 tornado touched down in South Naperville. One of the most prominent areas to suffer noticeable damage was the Nequa Valley softball fields. Parts of the area were pulled up, such as the right field line, the outfield fence, and there was significant damage to both the varsity and the JV field dugouts. So much uncertainty was at stake, not even a minute the damage was done.
You come out here and the first day I actually saw the damage, it took me by awe. Like, I couldn't believe that this actually happened here. Where did the tornado go through here? And just seeing the field in that type of condition, it obviously hits, tugs on some chords for you, but yeah, we're happy with what's going on now.
The class of 2023 already missed their freshman season due to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, and potentially missing their chance to play on their home field as seniors would have been another frustrating development.
Playing here the past 2 years has been so much fun, and I would just hate to have to go to another field and not have that same experience as before. And so being able to have this field repaired in such short notice was really great by the school.
Thanks to the time and effort of the local construction workers, the field is about set for the 2023 season. A few more pieces need to be added along with getting clearance from the construction company, but the Cats are eager to return home in the next few weeks. For now, the Blue and Gold will play on the JV field, but it won't be long until the Wildcats can put the distractions behind them and step between their home field lines for another strong season on the diamond. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Patrick Cotto.
We got another softball highlight. Nequa Valley breaks in the recently reopened field by facing Oswego.
It was back in July of 2022 when the Nequa Valley softball field got smacked by a tornado. Although thanks to the time of local construction workers, the field is set to go for the Wildcats 2023 season. In their second home game, they take on 2-2 Oswego, who have scored 32 total runs in their 4-game span. Wildcat pitcher Ava Drace pitches a solid curveball to strike out Aubriella Garza to retire the side. Not a bad first impression for the sophomore, making her first varsity start. The same goes for Oswego pitcher Jalen Anthony, who makes her varsity debut as a freshman. Corey Kennedy gets the hitting going early in the second inning as she beats the throw while dashing to first base. Panthers have ducks on the pond, so the Wildcats try the throwdown, and that allows Kennedy to come home and score to make it 1-0 Oswego. Dre says that's enough, so she gets a punch-out on Bella Lyle. It's Nequa's turn to get the bats going in the third inning, and Izzy Ernest is the one with the grounder and makes it safely to first. Anthony wants to stop the swing, so her wish is granted with a swing and a miss to end the inning. Anthony is not the only one throwing out batters, so Rika Ludvigsen makes the out at first. Panthers have had some lucky breaks, and this Nequa wild pitch shows because Lyle touches home, and it's 2-0 Oswego after 5 innings. Jumping to the 7th inning, and the Wildcats still show some fight, and Jamie Heitman is hopeful this hit is a spark. Tying run is at the plate, but Anthony throws another strikeout as she and Drace combined for 23 total punch-outs, but it's the Panthers walking away with a 2-0 win.
I did well. Did what I could. Love my catcher. She does everything for me. Call good pitches. My good defense.
Really just play how we've been playing. We played pretty good coming off a win yesterday. That was 9-3, I think. And so we were just trying to get runners on, score them in, and just play solid defense, and I think we did that.
I think we worked really well together. I think we just need to string our hits together. We had a few good hits here and there, but if we can connect them together, then we can get the runs off that we want.
After the break, we'll check in with more baseball action here on NSW.
know. I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic. We're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay. Just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
We wrap up the show with more baseball as Naperville North hits the road to take on Plainfield South. We're at Plainfield South High School for a non-conference clash between the Naperville North Huskies and the Cougars for some early season baseball. We move ahead to the fourth inning where North is already up 5-1. Cole Clemens adds to the lead as he hits a sacrifice fly to left field that brings home Tanner Malley. That makes it 6-1. To the bottom of the fourth where pitcher Yash Desai is in a jam after giving up a run. He's able to get out of the inning, striking out Ryan Strezzo. Huskies lead by 4 runs. Next inning, Malley is up and he rips this ball to center field that brings home Matt Sonnenschein and Peyton Seipel. The 2-run single gives North an 8-2 lead. In the bottom of the inning, the Cougars look to make up some ground, and they do so with Cody Hogan hitting a line drive for an RBI single. That cuts the deficit to 5. Next batter is Daniel McCauley, who hits a ground ball to third base, and he beats the throw to first as a run comes in to score. It's now 8-5. Top of the 6th, Cole Clemens crushes this ball to center, and that's good for a single. He went 3 for 3 with an RBI on the day. Later in the inning, Ryan Carroll hits a ground ball that helps Clemens come around to score to make it 9-5. However, the Cougars would rally back in the 6th and 7th, and the game ends after the 8th inning in a 9-9 tie. Welcome to Jim Schmid Field at Mattia Valley High School for a non-conference matchup between the Mustangs and the Fremd Vikings. It's spring break for many schools across the state, and this is the first of a doubleheader. We begin in the top of the 2nd, where Fremd's Brody Frieders drives a single out to left field, and it's enough to bring home a run. Vikings lead 1-0. Mustangs collect a run in the 2nd, but here is Viking A.J. Delmar, who slashes one to left with the RBI single. Fremd is up 2-1 in the 3rd. The 3rd inning is a big one for Mattia. Daniel Bastidas doubles, which scores 1 run and ties it up at 2. Bases loaded for Drew Hopkins, who hits one right past the third baseman. That scores another run. After a sac fly makes it 4-2 Mattia, Mark Golmanos hits a rocket into the outfield for a triple. The center and left fielder collide, and the Mustangs score 2 more runs to make it 6-2. Now to the bottom of the 4th, and Mustang Jaden Malone connects bat on ball for a double up the gap. He drives in 1 run to make it 8-2 Mattia. Top of the 5th, and Fremd is looking to make a comeback. Frieders singles on the line drive, which is good enough to bring in 1 run. The Vikings still trail 10-4. The Mustangs add another run here, and once again, Bastidas records the RBI double. The Mattia Bats are feeling it, and they are up 11-4 heading into the 6th. Vikings trying to get runners closer to home, but it doesn't work out for them. Bastidas gets the throw down to third to halt Fremd's momentum. Johnny O'Brien gets the single here, which scores 1 run. The Vikings outscore Mattia 6-1 over the final 3 innings, but it's not enough as Mattia takes home the 11-8 win. Fremd responds in the 2nd game of the doubleheader, winning 10-2 against Mattia.
I thought we did pretty good. Beginning of the game, we were pretty sharp. I would like to see us get a little more focused towards the end of the game. We started to get a little sloppy towards the end of the game, but we could. That's really all.
Yeah, I just felt like today I saw the ball really well. I had the pitchers timed up pretty well too, so I was able to get my foot down early and get my hands through and just hit the ball hard.
For the play of the week, it's Reese Valha showcasing her power. She unloads on this pitch and sends this ball into left field for a solo home run. She found a pitch she could hit, and she crushed it. What a play by the junior. That's it for the show. Join us next week as the spring sports season kicks into high gear with a full slate of games, including boys tennis and badminton beginning their seasons. Don't forget, we're always online. Check us out on our website for extended highlights and stories at nctv17.org. You can also find us on social media at nctv17 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Josiah Schuneman. Thanks for watching.